Welcome everyone to more of The Witness here on Additional Pylons Games. We're continuing our Let's Play through The Witness here. No spoilers, no cheats, no nothing like that here on The Witness on APG. So, with that said, be sure that if you leave any comments, if you have anything to say, please, no spoilers, guys, okay? Want to work this out on my own. And with that, we're going to go ahead and continue on with this doozy of a puzzle that we ended with last time. So again, no spoilers, no cheats, no nothing like that. Even hints, please be very, very subtle about them. I really want to try and have this as be an unadulterated experience. Anyways, with that said, so what I did in my free time, when I say free time, I mean between the previous episode and this episode. Actually, before I get to that, one last thing. I said it last episode, I did change up my audio recording setup. So if anything sounds funky, if anything sounds weird, if you're picking up noises that maybe you weren't hearing before, that sort of thing, please let me know. Leave something in the comments. I tried to do as much testing as I could prior to starting recording these episodes, but I sometimes I miss things, as you guys are very fully aware of here as you watch The Witness. I miss plenty of things, but I feel like missing stuff in The Witness is part of the game. Like, you're intentionally supposed to miss stuff. That's why it's a game. That's why it's hard. Anyways, so I tried to do as best on the audio, to make the audio match as best I could. But if you do pick up anything, please let me know. Okay, so anyways, like I was saying, between the previous episode and this episode, what I did is I actually went and I cut out physical paper shapes for me to use to start piecing stuff together. And so I pointed this out last time, and it's something that I noticed. Basically, is that if I use the floor tall shape and the shape that's right next to it, I don't know what you call that, like the zigzag, I don't know, the two blocks and the offset two blocks along with it. If I use those two blocks right here, then I've already covered 4 of the 7 blocks in this area. So that's really good. The only thing I have to do now is to figure out where where I can fit these other 5 pieces in this area here to the left. So like all in this area right here. All I need to do is basically play Tetris to try and find how these pieces all fit together. So I'm going to kind of do that and then try and follow along here on the board, on the digital board. So I think that the first thing to do is I still think that these 2 bottom shapes down here somehow go together. It's going to be pretty difficult not to... Well, now that I say that, I think that actually the difficult part is going to be those L-shaped blocks. Because the thing is that no matter where I put these other blocks now, there's going to be, I think that there's the potential for gaps to occur. I guess the thing that I'm going to try and do is figure out where exactly I need to bring this block, this thing out, like this way, in order to make this work. Obviously that doesn't work, but you get what I'm saying, is that I could do something like come down here and then do this like that. But again, I'm not actually like going for that. I'm just saying that that's the potential, or that's like, it's even possible that we might have to no, we can't do that. We could do like this one right here, but then we'd have to automatically include that guy, so that's not going to work at all. Okay. Anyways, sorry, I'm just kind of thinking out loud. Thinking as I'm piecing together things on the board. So, this right here is the shape that we've got just by using the 2 rightmost pieces. The offset 2 blocks, the vertical offset 2 blocks, and then the 4 blocks in a vertical line. Let's try working with... Okay, so the square block is an easy one to place, because we could just immediately place the square block like right there. But that's kind of like the next question. If it's such an easy one to place, why do we could do it like... No. We can't do it like that. Okay, so the 4 block can't go there because we have to have these spaces all touching together. This immediately makes me think that I'm just completely wrong on where I need to put the 4 tall block. I feel like that's the limiting one right there. Guys, this whole episode might be just me working through this problem. And then the whole next episode and the episode after that might be me working through this problem. Okay. Back to the blocks. So I think that I'd have to say that all the blocks, see, now that I think about it, all the blocks that we have remaining are problematic because they have the potential for leaving empty blocks, leaving open blocks somewhere that we would have to cancel out. I'm not happy about that. Man, there's so many possible combinations to this one. This is... oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm just getting overwhelmed by the scope of this puzzle. Okay. All right. So I still think that this 4 block is the one that's going to be the hardest to place. Although we could put it right here and put the L-shaped block on top of that. Then we've got this issue here of these blocks. Yeah, because then you'd have these blocks here that would be impossible for us to cut out. So that's not going to work. So the 4 tall cannot go there. And I think I mean, you could put it here. It's just kind of boring, but you could put it right there. Guys, I'm just super overwhelmed by this puzzle. All right, I'm going to come back to this one. I'm going to go back to the ones that I kind of skipped over last time. And yeah, let's go back to those. It was over there? Yeah, because we already did down there, so it's over that way. So we want the black one to be included. So that means starting... sorry. Do it like... wait, how did I do that? Hold on. Is it like that? And then we come over here and then I guess that works too. Okay. Sorry, for whatever reason that one's just really confusing for me. Okay, that's another one. I'm guessing eventually we'll get to that guy. All right, let's head back to this puzzle. All right, this one. This one. Oh boy. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and grab out the old pen and paper. I'm gonna draw this out. So we got a 4x4 grid. Four by 4 grid. Done. Then the real tricky piece is that we need to figure out which of the... ooh. Oh, I just had a thought. Okay, so what if the block that we subtracted was the middle one from this guy right here? That would allow us to put the 4 blocks here. And then... wait. How do we work that out drawing-wise? So these 2 blocks... so we'd have to get rid of... so these 2 blocks could not be included. That's a problem. So we'd have to come There's no way for us to... Okay, so that is not going to work. At least not the way that... At least not that I can think of. But it was just something interesting to think about. Is removing this middle block here on this... I don't know, this bent shape. So that the... this guy could pass through... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Okay. So, what if we did it like this? So we'd come from over here. Right? Does that work? I think that works. That worked! Hey, I was right. I was totally right. I just had to come at it from a different angle. Okay. So now we've got... Okay. So this is... This is another 4x4 grid. So I think that this one kind of have to do the L shape here. But then the question is, which of the 4 blocks do we get rid of? Do we subtract from this area? These still have to be included. I guess you could do it like these 4 blocks get subtracted. And so would it look like this? I feel like this is not correct at all, but I'm just... Yeah. I was just going with like my gut instinct. I don't know, it's just like... The first thing that came to mind is like, what if we just got rid of this area right here? But that's something to think about. Is what if we get rid of... Okay, so what if it looks like this then? No? Oh, it's because this isn't included. Okay, so my thought was basically putting this one L shape here. This, and then this one, L shape here, and then we get rid of these 4. Oh, we'd get rid of, it would be these 4, wouldn't it? Okay. I'm gonna try that again, just to be sure that I did everything correct. Not that I didn't think, but basically just to have it outlined there on the field to see exactly what I got wrong, or like where I'm making assumptions, kind of. The thing is that if we're subtracting these, if we're like subtracting these squares, then it could be here, but it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4. The problem, like, okay, hold on, I want to check something. So the areas have always been continuous with the blue subtraction involved. So this. So like these still need to be included in the area, but then this 4 block needs to be subtracted from the area, but it all needs to be one continuous area as well. So I'm just like, I'm verbalizing what I'm, you know, what I'm realizing. Those might seem like very basic statements, but I think that they're very important. So okay, can any of these be combined to a certain shape? I guess that like these 2 can be combined into a shape that looks like they'd cover these 6 blocks here, and then have a little tail right here, a little nubbin. And then this one would be right here. Yeah. So basically we would just, no. Because if we use the 4 blocks here, then that leaves out a block that we need to include. So it's almost like we now need to set up a dummy area for some of these blocks to occur in. Basically the dummy area is, we need to create an area outside of these 4 blocks, the blue blocks here and then these blocks here. We need to create an area out, like in this region, that I can subtract while still retaining what's needs to be covered around here. I also still feel weird that this monitor doesn't have like this outside border around it while these other ones do. It makes me feel like there's something missing. Also, I realized this last time, the coat hangers or whatever these things are all the same. It's the same in the other bunker too. It's just creepy. Very, very creepy. Okay, so we need to have a dummy area. So that dummy area either has to be these 4 blocks here, these 4 blocks here, these 4 blocks here, or these 4 blocks here. It can't be these 4 blocks because we need to have some sort of continuous area between these blocks in order to connect. So that means it's either here, here, or here are an area that we are supposed to include, but we're going to exclude from the covered area. So let's just go with this area for now. So what if we did, so in order to have that work, 1, 2, these guys, and then, so you'd have the 3 here, you'd have 1, 2, hold on. No, because then this block wouldn't actually be covered. Okay, so we would need to go... Okay, so it needs to be these 4 here, using the bottom right L shape. If we do that, though, then where does the middle right L shape go? Okay. Okay, so the bottom right L shape cannot go here, actually, because if that goes there, then there's literally nowhere else on the board that we can place this shape. Like, it doesn't fit anywhere else. So this L shape doesn't work. L shape doesn't work here. Sorry, I'm using this for like the long L's down here. The bottom, so the bottom left one doesn't work here because this block would not used. Although if we did that, no, there's no way for me to get in here. Well, I guess there is. So we'd have one L shape here. I guess we could do the other L shape here. Oh, it's starting to look really complex though. So it'd be like L shape like that. Then this other one. But then we'd have to get rid of... That can't be right because it doesn't even include this area. Alright. Okay, so I'm seriously thinking that the correct placement is to have the bottom right L shape here. That doesn't work either. That doesn't work because then there's no way for us to... Okay, so the bottom left. Alright. Bottom right one here. Then this middle one here. And then we've got nowhere to put this other shape. Wow, this is amazing. This is actually, I'm really surprised. I'm actually like running out of, like there's not enough room for all these blocks to be configured on the board, which is not the problem that I thought I would run into with this. I guess that's kind of a good thing, because we're supposed to be subtracting these. Man, we have not made any progress on any puzzles today. That's not true. We've solved one puzzle in this entire episode, and it's been 20 minutes. Goodness gracious. This is the struggle that I have with Tetris blocks, guys. I don't know why, but this is the puzzle that seems to do me in. Okay. So this guy cannot go here because then this one's not covered. It seems like it has to go it's these guys that are... No, they're all a problem. All of you are a problem. You're all a problem. You know that? This entire thing's a problem, but you're all a problem. Okay. So, here's a crazy thing. Okay, I didn't think that would work. But what if we did this? No? Okay, didn't think so. One last try. Sometimes it's fun to just guess. Okay. This is really frustrating, guys. Really frustrating. You guys are probably screaming at me right now. You're such an idiot, or you're so close. Or you've got such a great YouTube channel. You know, yelling stuff like that. You know, all really just like terrible negative things. Okay, so putting this guy here, so that, okay, so I'm just gonna like kind of like start Xing out places where this guy cannot go. So we can't put him here, because if we put him here, then we've got no way to reach this block down here. So I'm just Xing off on my little piece of paper, not go there. So he can't go there. He could go here. But if he goes here, then we've got no way of getting this blue block up here. So it actually cannot go there. So this block actually cannot go in either of the possible positions here on this side. So let's try him here. So if he goes here, like so, then we can fit one other one of these. Oh. Huh. Hold on. I think that logic was faulty. I'm operating under the assumption that I'm not removing certain blocks. Like, and that's why this puzzle isn't working for me. Is because I need to assume that some of these blocks are going to cross over or something. So what if we combine these shapes? So we've got, so basically it'd be 2 here, block. Hold on. What if we combine all these shapes? Oh gosh, this is just a mind bender. Oh baby. Okay. Okay. You, and then. Oh man, guys. All right. Oop, sorry. I did not mean to do that. Here's what I'm gonna do. Now that I know the sea. Okay, so the whole reason I came to the jungle, or sorry, to the swamp, is because I wanted to figure out what those blue blocks meant so I could finish out the jungle, the treehouse area. So I'm gonna go finish out the treehouse area. That'll be it. I think that I can do that now. So I want blue to be included. So I think that I wanted to start over here, actually. So the whole point of me doing this was so that I could use the, I could find out what those blue subtraction blocks meant and use them. Also, I think that this is another environmental puzzle. It is. What? Uh-oh, did I not get it? Alright, well I know it's there. That's all that matters to me. I know that it's there. I'll get it next time that I use that thing. Alright. So we are going over to the tree houses. We're gonna finish that. Hopefully finish that area off. And actually make some real progress on this episode. Alright. Fast as you can, Mr. Boatface. Because I just feel bad. I've solved one puzzle this entire episode. And made like 0 progress towards the other 2 just ridiculous puzzles that we have left in there. Man. Just bonkers. Sorry, I'm just looking at the lasers. Just keeping track of them, and they definitely do change color. They definitely change color. They seem to like fade in and out. I also feel like I haven't, like, I explored the boat a little bit, the shipwreck here, a little bit on like the 5th episode or something like that, and I didn't really do anything there. So I'm sure that I missed environmental puzzles, and I'm probably missing something else that's there. But maybe I'll go explore that at the start of the next episode or something. I'm just feeling like I need a little bit of a break from these Tetris puzzles. If you get what I'm saying. Okay, so I want the green area. I think that's over here. Right? Yes. Okay. So this tells me... Oh man, this is not any easier. Alright, this tells me that that shape needs to be subtracted from the area that we're creating. The suns need to be get together. And then we need to subtract this area, right? Like an area like this. So, but the suns need to be together. So let's, what if we did this? What if we did it like, what if the shape was, okay. So what if the shape was like these 6 blocks right here, and then removing these 3? Would that mean that it's just like this? No, that's not right, because it would be this area. Okay, so I messed that up. Well, no, because you could have this. Okay, yeah, no, that doesn't work though. So that means that I need to have one of these be long ways. So one of these needs to cover this, and then the other needs to cover this. And then if we subtract the area, it's just literally subtracting this part right here. So we literally want to do like this. There. That wasn't bad. This one looks bad. Okay, so green and purple, because they're different colors, they have to be separated, or they don't care about being separated. I want to clarify that. There just has to be 2 of them. They don't care about being separated. They just have to be included in the same area. So all we have to do really is, you know, these 2 can be rotated. So what if we did 2 here, like that? Or like, okay, so we can put this guy here. So like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we can have these blocks here, these blocks. So it would look something like, I think it just looks like this. Yeah, there we go. Oh man, those tough Tetris puzzles make those ones easier. I think that just, right? Is that it? Is that all it took? Okay, I think that's it. So I think we've accomplished everything in the treehouse area, unless there's something else up here that I'm missing or something. There's also the real possibility that I am missing environmental puzzles. But I think that's where we're going to wrap it up for today. So I'm going to follow through on what I said, and I'm going to go ahead and go back to the shipwreck over there and check out for some environmental puzzles. Take a little mental break from Tetris puzzles and that sort of thing. If you have anything to say, please remember we've got a no spoilers thing going on here today. Otherwise, leave any comments down below, and tune in next time as we take on what is the easiest way to get to the boat anyways? I guess we have to go through the keep. Alright, so anyways, next time we'll take on the boat, the shipwreck over here, and see what that has to offer. Until then, thank you so much for tuning in. For more of The Witness here on Additional Pylons Games, be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon here on APG.